But his happiness turned into confusion and suspicion when he noticed that their baby was an albino. Dotu's mind raced with doubt and fear. He couldn't understand how this could have happened. Shade, is there something you need to tell me? Dotun asked coldly, his eyes hard and accusing. Shade and Dotun met in their final year of the university. Dotun was the class representative, always responsible and focused. He was known for his neat appearance, punctuality and serious demeanor. He organized study groups, managed class schedules and was favorite among lecturers for his dedication and responsibilities. Shade, on the other hand, was the creative mind of the class. She excelled in art and design, her vibrant personality shining through her work. Her projects were always colorful and full of life, reflecting her energetic and cheerful nature. Their bond grew stronger with each passing day, and by graduation time, Shade and Dotun were so inseparable. Their friends often teased them about being the perfect couple. You two are like yin and yang, their friend Tola would say, so different yet perfect together. After their graduation, they both found good jobs in Lagos. Dotun secured a position in a reputable finance company where his analytical skills and attention to detail were highly valued. Shade landed a job at a top design firm where her creativity and innovative ideas quickly earned her recognition. Their love continued to blossom. Dotun admired Shade's passion and creativity while Shade appreciated his stability and support. They complemented each other in every way. A year later, Dotun proposed to Shade in a beautifully orchestrated surprise, where he got down on one knee and asked her to be his wife. Shade, with tears of joy in her eyes, said yes without hesitation. Their wedding was the talk of the town. Friends and family gathered to celebrate their union. It was a day filled with love, laughter, and joy. Their vows were heartfelt, promising to support and love each other through thick and thin. Their honeymoon vacation was indeed a dream come true for the both of them. Returning home, Shade and Dotun were excited to start their family. They moved into a small apartment in the quiet neighborhood in Lagos. The apartment was spacious and bright, perfect for the future they envisioned. They chose a room next to their bedroom to be the nursery, painting the walls a soft yellow and filling it with baby furniture and stuffed animals. Shade loved decorating the nursery. She spent hours choosing the perfect crib, rocking chair and colorful bedding. Dotun helped her by assembling the furniture and hanging up the playful wall art that Shade had designed by herself. They often sat in the nursery, dreaming about their future child and discussing potential baby names. However, as months turned into years, their excitement began to fade. Shade didn't conceive. At first, they weren't too worried. Sometimes these things take time, Dotun would say, always optimistic. But Shade's concern grew with each passing month. They visited multiple doctors, undergoing various tests. Each time, the results were the same. Both Shade and Dotun were healthy with no apparent reason for their inability to conceive. Despite the reassurances, Shade couldn't shake off the worry gnawing at her heart. The community's scrutiny added to her anxiety. Friends and family, though well-meaning, often asked about their plans for children. When are you two going to have a baby? They would ask at family gatherings. Shade forced a smile each time. Soon, hopefully, she would reply, trying to hide her frustration and sadness. One evening, after another long negative pregnant test, Shade sat in the living room, tears streaming down her face. Dotun found her there, her shoulders shaking with silent sobs. He wrapped his arms around her, pulling her close. "Don't worry, my love," he whispered, gently stroking her hair. "We have time." Shade smiled weakly, appreciating Dotun's constant support, but she couldn't help but feel the weight of every passing month. The nursery, once a place of hope and dreams, now felt like a reminder of their unfulfilled desires. Shade started avoiding it, closing the door to hide the emptiness. Dotun, noticing her growing sadness, tried to lift her spirits. He planned romantic dinners, weekend getaways, and fun activities to keep her mind off their struggles. Yet, despite his efforts, the longing for a child remained ever present in Sade's heart. 4 years into the marriage, Sade's sadness deepened, despite the facade of a happy and successful couple. The longing for a child weighed heavily on her heart. The world saw them as a thriving pair in their respective careers. Dotun had been promoted to a senior position at his finance firm, and Sade's design were gaining recognition, with her pieces featured in several top magazines. Yet, behind closed doors, Sade's tears flowed freely. One evening, as they sat together on the couch, Sade decided to broach the subject. "Babe, let's try adoption," she suggested, her voice hopeful yet tentative. Dotun looked at her, his expression gentle but firm. He shook his head gently. "I believe our time will come naturally," he said. Sade sighed, feeling a mix of frustration and love for her husband. She appreciated his faith, but she couldn't help but feel anxious. Desperate for a solution, Sade began researching on IVF. She read countless success stories and watched videos of couples who had conceived through the procedure. She gathered all the information and approached Dotun one evening after dinner. "Dotun, I think we should try IVF," she said, her voice trembling with both hope and fear. "I know it's quite expensive, but it could be our chance." Dotun looked at her thoughtfully. He saw the desperation in her eyes and the hope that she was clinging to. He had always believed they would conceive naturally, but seeing Sade's sadness made him reconsider. "Alright, baby, let's try it," he said gently. "We'll do it. We'll give IVF a try." The next few weeks were filled with doctor's appointments, tests, and treatments. The process was physically and emotionally draining for Sade, but Dotun was by her side every step of the way. He held her hand during the injections and comforted her when she was overwhelmed. Finally, the day came for the embryo transfer. They were both nervous but hopeful. The waiting period after the procedure seemed endless. Every day felt like a year as they waited for the results. One morning, Shadow woke up feeling different. She took a pregnancy test and held her breath as she waited for the result. When the two lines appeared, indicating a positive result, she burst into tears of joy. Dotun, hearing her sobs, rushed into the bathroom. "We did it, Dotun," Sade cried, showing him the test. "I am pregnant." Dotun hugged her tightly, tears of happiness streaming down his face. The next few weeks were a whirlwind of happiness and anticipation. They went for regular checkups, seeing their baby grow through the ultrasound scan. Sade started to show, and they couldn't contain their excitement. They began planning for the baby's arrival, buying clothes, and setting up the nursery again. But their joy was short-lived. One morning, Sade started feeling severe cramps. Panic set in as the pain intensified. Dotun rushed her to the hospital, where the doctors confirmed their worst fear: the pregnancy was failing. The news shattered them. Sade's despair was profound. She felt as though her world was collapsing around her. The emotional pain was unbearable, and she found herself spiraling into deep depression. She even considered ending her own life, feeling that she had failed as a woman and as a wife. "Don't give up. We will get through this together," Dotun whispered, holding her hand tightly as she cried. He refused to let her go, his own heart breaking but determined to stay strong for the both of them. Shade felt a glimmer of hope through Dotun's support. She realized that despite the loss, she still had Dotun by her side, loving her unconditionally. His strength gave her the courage to keep going, even when everything seemed dark. Days turned into weeks, and slowly Shade began to heal. With Dotun's help, she started to find small joys again, like taking long walks and visiting family and friends. They leaned on each other, their love growing stronger through the pain. Just when hope seemed lost, Shade began to feel unusually tired and nauseous. Initially, she dismissed it as stress from work, but when the symptoms persisted, Dotun insisted she see a doctor. They visited the hospital, and after several tests, the doctor returned with a surprising news. Shade, you are pregnant, the doctor announced, smiling warmly. Shade and Dotun were stunned. Just like that? Shade asked, her voice filled with disbelief. Yes, it's a natural pregnancy, the doctor confirmed. Their joy was immense. Shade felt as though a heavy weight had been lifted off her shoulders. Dotun's eyes filled with the tears of happiness as he hugged Shade tightly. We did it, Shade. We are going to have a baby again. Dotun whispered, his voice choked with emotions. From that moment on, Dotun took extra care of Shade. He accompanied her to different prenatal appointments, cooked her favorite meals, and made sure she was comfortable at all times. He read books on pregnancy and childbirth, wanting to be the best support for Shade. Shade's pregnancy progressed smoothly. They eagerly awaited the arrival of their baby, decorating the nursery once again, and this time with even more enthusiasm. Dotun bought everything Shade needed and more, from comfortable maternity clothes to every type of baby gadget available. One evening, as they sat on the couch, Dotun placed his hand on Shade's growing belly, feeling her baby move for the first time. I can't wait to meet you, little one, he said softly. Shade smiled, placing her hands over Dotun's. Neither can I, she replied, tears of happiness in her eyes. The day the baby was born was filled with mixed emotions. Shade went into labor early in the morning. Dotun rushed her to the hospital, his heart racing with both excitement and nervousness. The labor was long and exhausting, but Shade remained strong, with Dotun by his side, holding her hand and encouraging her. Finally, after hours of labor, the doctor announced, it's a baby girl. The room was filled with the sound of their baby's first cries. Dotun's heart swelled with pride and joy as he saw his daughter for the first time. But his happiness turned into confusion and suspicion when he noticed that their baby, whom they named Ife, which means love, was an albino. Dotun's mind raced with doubt and fear. He couldn't understand how this could have happened. Shade, is there something you need to tell me? Dotun asked coldly, his eyes hard and accusing. Shade's heart broke at the sight of Dotun's suspicions. She was exhausted from labor, both physically and emotionally. What do you mean, Dotun? She asked, her voice trembling with hurt and confusion. Dotun's attitude grew distant over the next few days. He avoided Shade and baby Ife, spending more time at work and finding excuses to stay out late. Shade was devastated. She couldn't understand why Dotun was acting this way, especially after everything they had been through together. Despite her exhaustion, Shade tried to talk to Dotun to make him understand that she had been faithful. Dotun, please, we need to talk about this, she pleaded one evening, tears streaming down her face. But Dotun remained cold and unyielding. I need time, Shade. I need to think, he said, turning away from her. Shade felt her world crumbling around her. She had finally been blessed with a child, but now her marriage was falling apart. She clung to her baby, seeking comfort in the tiny life they had created together. As days turned into weeks, Shade's despair deepened. She prayed for strength and guidance, hoping that Dotun would come around and accept their daughter. She knew it in her heart that Ife was their miracle, a gift they had longed for, and she refused to give up on her family. Dotun's rejection of Ife due to her albinism devastated Shade so much. She felt an overwhelming sense of helplessness as Dotun distanced himself from their newborn daughter. Shade spent sleepless nights cradling Ife, whispering words of love and reassurance, while silently praying for Dotun's heart to soften. Dotun's mother, Mama Adeola visited frequently. She noticed the tension in the household and decided to intervene. One afternoon, she sat Dotun down in the living room, her eyes filled with concern. Dotun, I need to tell you something about our family, Mama Adeola began. We have a history of albinism. My great grandfather was an albino, and so was my cousin. Ife's condition is not a result of infidelity, it's part of our lineage, and there is no discrimination in skin color. Dotun listened, his mind racing with the new information. He looked at his mother, struggling to process her words. But why didn't you tell me before? He asked, frustration and guilt evident in his voice. Mama Diola sighed. I didn't think it was necessary. It's a part of our family's past, but it seems now it's important for you to know. Please don't let this tear your family apart. This child is a miracle and a gift from God. Despite his mother's explanation, Dotun's doubts lingered. He demanded a DNA test to confirm Ife's paternity. Sade, though heartbroken by his lack of trust, agreed to the test, hoping it would finally put Dotun's suspicions to rest. The days leading up to the test results were excruciating. Sade tried to stay strong for Ife, but the uncertainty weighed heavily on her heart. She prayed for a resolution, for the peace and unity that their family desperately needed. Finally, the day of the results arrived. Dotun and Sade sat in the doctor's office, tension palpable in the air. The doctor entered, holding the envelope that contained the answers that they sought. Mr. and Mrs. Shegun, the DNA test confirms that Dotun is indeed Ife's biological father, the doctor said, handing the results to Dotun. Dotun's hand trembled as he read the report. He felt a wave of shame wash over him for doubting Sade and rejecting their own daughter. When they got home, he looked at Sade, his eyes filled with regret and sorrow. Sade, I am sorry, Dotun cried, tears streaming down his face. Can you ever forgive me? Sade's own eyes filled with tears. She reached out, taking Dotun's hand in hers. Let's heal together, she said softly. From that moment, Dotun made a conscious effort to rebuild the trust he had broken. He apologized to Sade repeatedly, expressing his remorse and regret. He began spending more time with baby Ife, learning to appreciate the beautiful little girl they had brought into this world. Dotun's change in attitude was evident. He took over nighttime feedings, changed diapers, and spent hours playing with Ife. The bond between father and daughter grew stronger each day, and Dotun found himself falling in love with his daughter all over again. Sade watched as Dotun mended his relationship with Ife. Her heart swelled with the hope and gratitude that she longed. She saw the man she had fallen in love with, the man who had promised to stand by her through thick and thin. Their family was healing, and Sade felt a renewed sense of peace within her. One evening, as they sat together in the nursery, Dotun, cradling his baby in his arms, turned to Sade. Thank you for believing in us, Sade. I promise I will never doubt you again. Sade smiled, her eyes filled with love and happiness. We are a family, Dotun. Nothing can tear us apart. With Dotun's apology and commitment to their family, Sade and Dotun began to heal together. They faced the future with a renewed hope and determination. A few years later, Sade started feeling the familiar symptoms of nausea and fatigue. She hesitated to take a pregnancy test, fearing disappointment. But Dotun encouraged her. Sade, let's find out for sure, he said, handing her the test kit. When the results appeared, she couldn't believe her eyes. She was pregnant again. Tears of joy filled her eyes as she showed Dotun the positive test. Dotun's face lit up with a wide smile. We are having another baby, he exclaimed, lifting Sade into a joyful hug. The news brought a renewed sense of excitement and anticipation into their lives. Dotun was over the moon, spoiling Sade and taking care of all her needs. He accompanied her to every doctor's appointment, cooked her favorite meals, and ensured she had plenty of rest. The home was filled with preparations for the new arrival. Ife, now a lively and curious toddler, was thrilled at the prospect of having a sibling. She often patted Sade's growing belly, saying, "My baby, hurry up." When the time came, Sade went into labor in the middle of the night. Dotun quickly gathered their things and rushed her to the hospital. The labor was intense, but Sade remained strong with Dotun by her side, holding her hand and whispering words of encouragement to her. Finally, their son was born. Dotun and Sade's heart swelled with love as they held their newborn for the first time. To their surprise, their son was also an albino. This time, however, Dotun's reaction was filled with pure joy and acceptance. "Welcome to the family, baby Ayo," Dotun whispered, holding his son tightly. Shade looked at Dotun, her eyes filled with gratitude and love. "Thank you for being here, for our family," she said softly. Dotun kissed her forehead. "We are in this together, Shade, always." As the years passed, Dotun and Sade faced challenges but stood strong together. Raising their two children while balancing their careers was no easy feat. But their love and commitment to each other made it very possible. Ife and Ayo thrived, surrounded by love and acceptance. Ife was a bright and energetic child, always eager to learn and explore. She adored her younger brother and often took on the role of a protective big sister. Ayo, despite his albinism, was a bundle of joy. He was curious and adventurous, always trying to keep up with Ife. Dotun and Sade made sure to educate themselves about albinism, ensuring both Ife and Ayo had everything they needed to stay healthy and happy. The community, once judgmental, now admired their resilience and strength. People often commented on how beautiful and happy their children were, and how strong Dotun and Sade were as parents. But life was not without its challenges. Ife and Ayo faced occasional teasing from other children about their skin color. Dotun and Sade made sure to address these issues with love and understanding, teaching their children to be proud of who they were, especially their skin color. "Remember, you are special just the way you are," Dotun would tell them. "Don't let anyone make you feel less." Sade and Dotun also faced with their own struggles, balancing work and family life. There were sleepless nights, long work hours, and moments of exhaustion. But through it all, they leaned on each other, their bond growing stronger with the challenge they overcame. The years continued to pass, and with each one, their family grew stronger. Ife and Ayo thrived in their studies and personal endeavors, always knowing that they had the support of their parents. Dotun and Sade's love for each other remained steadfast, a solid foundation upon which their family stood. They often reflected on their journey, grateful for the challenges that had shaped them and the love that had sustained them. They knew that true happiness was not about perfection, but about the love and connection that they shared. The moral lesson of Dotun and Sade's story is that true happiness and fulfillment come from love, resilience, and support within a family. Despite facing numerous challenges, their commitment to each other and their children allowed them to overcome adversity. The story highlights the importance of trust, forgiveness, and perseverance, showing that a family's strength lies in their unity and love for one another. Through their journey, Dotun and Sade demonstrate that with love and support, any challenge can be overcome and true happiness can be found in the bonds shared with loved ones. Thanks for watching this captivating story on African stories and folktales. Please don't forget to subscribe and turn on the notification bell for more stories. Thank you.